our project for ESET462. We'll be creating MOP. We are from section 502. We are group 6. My name is Jake Marshall.
I'm Michael Lee.
I'm Jeff Weisling.
And I'm Adrian Favela.
These are the links to our proposals. This is the YouTube video link when it gets added, and the team folder link that we've already created for our shared drive.
For the project description, it'll be consisting of a color sensor, platform with DC motor, and a microcontroller. So the color sensor will act as a feedback sensor, where this will be taking the reference, which is going to be the line that I'll be driving on, and then it'll be outputting whether it is on the line, off the line, and it'll be putting it back to the air, where we go into a microcontroller, which is the Arduino, where we'll be sending information or a PWM to control the plant, which is the motor, where it will adjust the speed of the motor to get back on track. This is a visual description of said feedback control system. As I said before, it was going to take the reference of whatever color the line is on, and it's going to compare it to the actual current position of the robot relative to the line, where it's on to the left, be negative number, and so on. And it's going to go to the controller where our PID is residing, and then it's going to output whatever PWM it needs for either the left or right motor to stay on track, and then it will output the current position.
So here is our breakdown of work. Michael is going to work on developing the PID to maintain the course on the line, as well as running tests with the various PID settings and making sure that it runs to optimal precision. I will help work and create the chassis, motors, sensors, wheels, essentially all of the hardware, as well as implement the motor control of the system. Jeff is going to work on developing the code for the color sensor, as well as help with the PID portion of the project. And Jake will create the track as well as assist me in creating the hardware of the project.
So here's a little bit of our execution plan for the tasks we just described. So these aren't necessarily in a particular order. It just kind of works out this way that we have them in this order. So first up would be all of our hardware. So this would include our chassis, our sensors, all of our wiring. And then with those, we obviously have to test those components as well to make sure they're working before we connect them all and get the full hardware assembly working. And then next up would be the code, the software aspect of all this. And this project will definitely be heavier on the code, and this is why we have a longer duration as opposed to the hardware. So this will be the code for the color sensor, for the PID implementation, and just the motor control in general. And then all of this will kind of come to a culmination as we calibrate it and test it with our different runs and our tracks that we have it on to finally have it working. And from this, we have a timeline that we already kind of, it's very, very brief, but just a timeline that we have from the hardware, the software, and the testing that we can kind of have from now until the deadline.
So these are our expected project outcomes. We want the robot to be able to finish the tape track at speeds we'll determine specifics later, but what we're deeming right now is fast speeds without going off the tape representing the track. We want to be able to successfully tune the PID, and we'll also have color sensors in order to give precise and accurate error on or feedback from that. Yeah, thank you very much.